Dear student, Assalamu alaikum. I hope all of you are fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. Dear student, I am Muhammad Shahjahan, Assistant Professor, Department of Accounting, Milestone College, Uttara, Dhaka.
Dear student, today we will discuss on chapter 10, and you know that this is financial statement, and today is our 7th lecture. Dear student, at the end of this lecture you will able to find the amount of current liabilities. You can prepare a statement of comprehensive income, and you can find out the amount of asset. Let's come to our class. Dear student, trial balance and other necessary adjustment of Shatata law chamber. Dear student, in previous class we have discussed there are two types of organization, and number one, it is service related organization, and number two, it is merchandising business, merchandising organization. Dear student, look at it is Shatata law chamber. That means this is a math of a lawyer. That means it is service related math, and you know that in service related math, for doing income statement we have to follow single step. That means total of income less total of expenditure, then you will find out the profit. Other will be same for owner's equity statement, for asset liabilities statement, everything will be same. Let's come to the math. Trial balance as at 31st December 2017. That means this trial balance is given for 2017 at the end of the year, 13th December 2017. Keep it in your mind, at the time of doing math it will be required for calculating interest and other items. So we are doing math as at 31st December 2017. This is the trial balance sum. This is serial, then amount, accounting title, then ledger folio, debit taka, credit taka. Some information is given at the time of doing math, we'll see this, and some adjustment also. The requirement, first requirement is that calculate the amount of liabilities. Dear student, you know liabilities means we are bound to pay them. That means if we are bound to pay anybody, then it is our liability, and out of that we have to write the current liability. That means the money which we have to pay within short time. This is our current liability. Dear student, let's come to the solution. Shatata law chamber, amount of current liabilities. Look at the question, current liabilities. That means which we have to pay within the short time, and you know in the trial balance liabilities in the credit side. Capital, it is owner's equity, not liability. Service revenue, this is income. Unearned service revenue, this is a liability, and this is current liability. We have to give the service within the short time, so this is current liability. And accumulated depreciation, it is not liability, it is a fund. So unearned service revenue 50,000, it is our liability. And look at the answer, unearned service revenue 50,000, it is our current liability. And look at the adjustment if there is any. Salary and allowance is due for 1 month. That means within 1 month I have to pay the salary of 1 month. It is due. So it is also a short term liability. Within short time we have to pay. What is the amount for this 1 month? Dear student, all of you should take the calculator, otherwise you cannot understand. All of you take your calculator. Dear student, please take your calculator. I hope before starting class you took your calculator, books and copies and pen also. Dear student, let's come to calculate the salary and allowance for 1 month. Look at salary and allowance, it is given 1,10,000. Dear student, you know that we are doing accounting for 1 year. Earlier I have told you that we are doing accounting for 31st December 2017. 17. So for 1 year, that means 12 month. Here the amount is 1,10,000. That means salary due for 1 month and the amount is given for 11 month. How? Dear student, look at 1 year equals to 12 month and 1 month due. That means we have paid for 11 month. If we paid for 11 month, then it is 1,10,000 for 11 month. So what will be the amount of 1 month? This is the math of class 6, 7, dear student, unitary math. Dear students, so for 11 month it is 1,10,000. For 1 month it will be 1,10,000 divided by 11. So you will get the 10,000. So what is the amount of due salary? 10,000. That means due salary is our current liability. We have to pay it within the short time. So it is due salary 10,000. Then check receipt টাকা 40,000 in advance for providing legal service. That means we provide legal service and we receive a check in advance. So this is also a liability. This is also a current liability because we are bound to pay the service because we received the money already. So another current liability, advance service revenue. So total amount of liability is 1 lakh. I hope you understand. Dear student, requirement B, income statement of Shatata loss chamber. Earlier I have told you that, dear student, it is a service related math. So for doing income statement, we have to follow single step. That means at first we will write all the income, then we have to subtract the expense. Then you will get the amount of net profit. Dear student, now look at the math. What is your income? Income will be in the credit side of trial balance. This is owner's equity. Yes, this is your income. Service revenue 4,75,000, and this is earlier I have told you liability. So only one income we have, service revenue. It is 4,75,000. And dear student, now we'll look the adjustment. Look at the adjustment. Check 40,000 receive in advance. That means this money you receive advance. This is not your income. Next year it may be the income. So this will be subtracted from income. Look at the solution. Service revenue 4,75,000 and advance 40,000 will be subtracted. Then it is 4,35,000 is your income. And another item from trial balance. Look at 6% investment. That means you will receive interest from it. So for 6 months, 1,715. Oh no, for one. It is 31st December 2017 for full year. So 2,50,000 into 6%. That means it is 15,000. This is another income. So total income is 4,75,000 minus 40,000 this one, and interest and investment 15,000. Total income is 4,50,000. Now expenses. Dear student, look at the expense. Expense will be in the debit side. This is not expense, prepaid rent, not expense. This is asset. Bank balance is asset, and law books it is also asset. Investment it is also asset. So no expense here. Or salary and allowance it is expenditure. Electricity and telephone bill also expenditure, and conveyance expenditure. That means 3 expenditure we have. Look at here. In the expense side, salary and expense it is expense, electricity and telephone bill expense, conveyance also expense. Now look at the adjustment. Salary, earlier we have calculated salary due for 1 month, so we have to add due salary with the amount of salary. So 1,10,000 plus 10,000 equals to 1,20,000 total salary. Then another adjustment, half of prepaid December rent expired. That means earlier we have given December rent 1,20,000 and half is expired. So half is our expenditure. December rents 1,20,000 given, it is expenditure. And last adjustment is depreciation. So 10% depreciation, it is also an expenditure. Furniture, the value of furniture is 80,000 and 10% is 8,000. So look at here, the expenditure 8,000. So dear student, total expenditure is 2,19,000. Total asset, total income is 4,15,000. So from income we subtract the expense, then it is our net profit. Dear student, now homework. CQ2 you will do at your home. Dear student, stay home, stay safe. May Allah help all of us.